Ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much. I want to appreciate and say thank you to everybody for showing up today. Is Henry Tamir here and any executives from Genzyme? Because we have a check here for them for $1 billion and we'd like to submit that to those guys. Nobody here? I'm surprised. Again, thank you very much. Early spring, raw morning. Our mission this morning, everybody, is twofold. In just a moment, we're going to have a brief speaking program and hear from the men who've made it their mission to wake up every day and fight for jobs with decent wages, health care, and retirement benefits so that everybody here can provide for their families and someday retire with dignity. These very same values and benefits have come under attack in the recent years by large corporations, CEOs who reap windfall profits from the very same health care plans that they ignore when they put their construction policies together. After the speaking program, we're going to go into the building. We're going to seek out our legislators, our reps and senators. We're going to ask them to stop feeding corporate greed by rewarding biotech firms who give out construction jobs to contractors who do not provide health care. We'll ask the governor for Henry Tamir's resignation from the Council of Economic Advisors, and we'll also be seeking support for Senate Bill number 17. Senate Bill 17 will help keep the cost of health care and prescription drugs down by eliminating or limiting the cost of direct-to-consumer ads for pharmaceutical drugs that are taxes and are taxing our health and welfare plans. The pharmaceutical industry is dead against this bill because it won't allow them to pass on the cost of drug commercials and advertisements down on us. We have been on this ride together over the last few years. Today's taking of the Hill is not the culmination of our campaign, it's just rather the beginning. The biotech giants of Genzyme, Shire, AstraZeneca, EMD Serono, Biogen, and their executives and CEOs have been having their way with our tax money, our health and welfare money, and our jobs for too damn long. So right now we rally on these steps here in front of our state's capital to protest the greed in the pharmaceutical industry. In a few minutes, we'll take to the halls of this building to tell the people who work for us that we're fed up with biotech CEO compensation packages that are in some case over 500 times the average Massachusetts worker annually.
Yeah, yeah, right, yeah.
So with that, I'd like to introduce our first speaker. He's president of the Massachusetts AFL-CIO. Give it up for our friend in labor, Mr. Bob Haynes.
Thank you, Lou. Good morning, everybody. What an amazing thing that we have to come here in the shadow of the Statehouse to talk about health care. The very men and women and the very organizations that have been the force behind good universal health care in this nation. It was the unions. It was the unions in this nation that stepped up to the plate to make sure that our families had good health care, made sure that we had good pharmacy care. And we at the AFL-CIO have had a long-standing policy to partner with the business community here in Massachusetts and around this nation. We want to partner with the business community because we want them to be successful so that they can afford to pay good wages and decent family-sustaining benefits here in this Commonwealth. And these companies that are represented behind me certainly are the companies in the United States that have enjoyed record profits. They're capitalized to the extent that it's almost unbelievable, the billions and billions of dollars. And yet here we are with some of the most talented men and women in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, with a great irony and great dichotomy. These pharmaceutical industries have some of the greatest scientists and engineers and doctors and medical personnel on their payroll. And I can assure you that they pay their workforce very well. They certainly pay their executives very well. And yet here in Massachusetts, we can't get them to understand that quality and excellence extends down through the workforce and into the community, into the building trades that want to build their buildings and the people that want to service their buildings. We have to stand together as a community. We can't let our legislature and our governor take our hard-earned tax dollars and give them to an industry that doesn't represent what's good about our community. It doesn't understand the value that we provide to this community. We're going to go into the building today. We're going to meet with our reps and senators and ask our governor to review this policy, to overturn this policy if it's necessary, if this industry doesn't come and negotiate and work with working people in this Commonwealth and truly be a partner with the rest of the workforce and the rest of the community here in Massachusetts. Thank you very much.
Bobby, thank you very much. Next speaker up, I'd like to introduce the President of the Massachusetts Building Trades Council, AFL-CIO, Mr. Frank Callahan.
Thanks, Lou. Bob couldn't have said it any better. I can't believe I'm standing here as well today, because the building trades and our local unions have been the biggest proponents of economic development anywhere in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. At city halls, at town halls, in the Statehouse behind me, in the boardrooms, in the meeting rooms, we support zoning, planning, we support financing, we support legislation, because we know those are projects that put our members to work, so they can earn family-sustaining wages, good benefits, health insurance, and providing the health insurance that pays for the drugs that these guys are ripping us off on. We supported this life science bill because we want those jobs, and we think it's a good thing. We still think it's a good thing to support the life science industry, but enough is enough. Senate Bill 17 finally says to these guys, you've had your way with our tax dollars, you've had your way with our health insurance dollars, and you've had your way for too long. You're not going to go in and look at my personal medical records, at your personal medical records, and find out what kind of drugs you need. You're not going to use my personal information to market to me so I can go to my doctor and tell my doctor what I need. Not the other way around, the way it's supposed to work. Tell my doctor that I need an expensive pharmaceutical, not a generic, or not even something I might not even need. But we're here to say today enough is enough. They've had their way. They've had it too long. We're going to go up there today and let our voices be heard, and it's not going to stop, as Lou mentioned, it's not going to stop today. We're going to continue from the union halls making phone calls. We're going to continue from the job sites. We're going to be writing our legislators and the administration to tell them enough is enough. If these guys want to come to Massachusetts and do responsible development, to put people to work who actually have health insurance, who actually get paid decent wages, we're all in favor of that. We always have been and always will be, but not like this. It's got to end now, and it's got to end today. Thank you, Lou.